Well, boys and girls, today I want to teach you about some basic rhythms. So I'm going to use some kitchen drumming to help you with that. So what you will need for today's lesson are just some different size bowls and maybe a spoon, maybe a plastic spoon or a wooden spoon or whatever it is that you guys have permission to use. So ask your mom, your dad, your aunt, your uncle, whoever you're with today. Ask them, hey, what can I use to do a little kitchen drumming? And then you can go and find those resources, all right? So you're probably going to need to pause the video. So I'm going to make a really funny face for you to pause the video and go get all set up with your kitchen drumming, all right? So here's my funny face to pause. Okay, so hopefully you were able to find some kitchen drumming type utensils to use. And what I want to show you guys first is something really cool about some of the things you found. And you can even pause again if you need to do some experimenting in between here. So if you've learned anything about instrument families with me in class, you should already know that the size of an instrument affects the tone or the sound of its voice. All right, so the bigger the instrument, the lower the sound, and the smaller the instrument is, the higher the sound, the higher the pitch. So this is the same actually even with our kitchen drumming bowls. So I have different sized mixing bowls here that I have set up for my drums, and I'm going to use my spoon that just happens to be a drumstick on the other end. I know, pretty awesome. And I'm going to show you guys, if you just tap on the bigger bowl, and in the smaller bowl, you can hear that the tones are actually very different, and they're just bowls, but they can be instruments too when you make them, so it's pretty cool. So I have my different size bowls, and each one of them is going to sound a little different. Take a second, I'm going to make another funny face, take a second and pause, and try to figure out which of your bowls makes the lowest sound and the highest sound. Or maybe there's something else you notice. Maybe you have a pot and a pan and then a plastic bowl. See what the plastic sounds like versus the metal. And just do a little experimenting with your kitchen drums before we get started on our rhythms. You ready for a funny face? All right, here's your pause face. Hope you had fun experimenting. Now let's talk about a music symbol. This music symbol here is called a quarter note. Let me get a little closer. A quarter note gets one beat of sound. So as we're doing our quarter notes today, for each quarter note you see, you're going to do one beat of sound on your drum. So let's just do 4 quarter notes. So if we do 4 quarter notes, we would do 4 beats, and we would just do one beat per, one hit per beat. So I'm going to use a couple of my drums here, and I'm going to give 4 beats, and then we're going to tap four quarter notes together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Good job. Let's do that again. I'm going to choose 2 different drums now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. Now I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to play beat 1 on my big drum and beat 2 on my small drum. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's fun. All right, now let's try to add in something else. Let's take a look at this music symbol. It is a quarter rest. Now a quarter rest is one beat of silence. So that means you don't play on that beat. So if we had a rhythm that looked like this, it would be one beat of silence, one beat of sound, one beat of silence, one beat of sound. So it would sound like this. We would rest on beat 1, it would be 1, and then beat 2, we would tap. Beat 3 would be a rest, and beat 4 would be a tap. So it would be like this. It would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Try that with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now you can even kind of mix that up where you would be like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Any way you want to do it. It can be a lot of fun. If you want to pause and have a little fun playing that on your own little drums, then go ahead there. I'll give you a pause face. But remember, it's rest on beat 1, tap on beat 2, rest on beat 3, tap on beat 4. All right? So let me give you a pause face so that you can pause it and practice that new rhythm. All right, you ready? Here's the pause face. So then I want to add in one more music symbol today. These are actually two best friend music symbols. They're eighth notes. They are never, well, not never, but hardly ever seen on their own. They like to be together. Two eighth notes, and when you see them, they actually only take up half of a beat. What's really cool about eighth notes is they split the beat into two parts. What I call the number of the beat, like 1, 2, 3, 4. They give each of those beats the number of the beat, and they add something called the and, which is really cool. So then you can fit two sounds on one beat, like this. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And it just makes it a little more rhythmically fun when you can add in more friends on those beats. So instead of just 1, 2, 3, 4, with eighth notes we can do 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Try that with me. Pick out one of your drums, and you can even count it like I'm doing if you want, if that helps you. Here's our beat, and then we'll play it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Very nice. Now why don't you try out that rhythm on your own on one of your drums. Remember, it's just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Here's your pause face so that you can pause and do some practicing. Are you ready? All right, we're back. And now, for those of you guys who have got these rhythms down and are ready to try to take this to the next level, I'm going to use both of those rhythms, but on different hands at the same time. So I'm going to use my left hand to play my quarter notes. Remember, that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to use my right hand to do my eighth notes, that 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now, if that's too difficult to try to do at the same time, don't even worry about it. You just focus on one of them. Or maybe there's more of you in a room, like you have a brother or a sister. They can pick one and you can pick one, and you guys can try it together. So do whatever you need to do. I'm going to do both. For those of you who are ready for a challenge, give both a try. Do one of the rhythms with one hand and one with the other. So, are you ready? Okay, it's just like a real drum set in our kitchen here. Here we go. I'm going to give us 4 beats, and we're going to give it a try. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 stop. Good job. All right. Now I'm going to turn on some music, and then what we're going to try is to just play along with the music. Whether you're going to pick one of those rhythms or try to play both at the same time, it's up to you. But we're going to join in with a fun song and just drum along. Now, feel free to go ahead and stop this video and pick your own song and do your own drumming to your own favorite song. But for me, I'm going to turn on a song here, and we can do a little drumming and have a little fun. All right, for this next part of our lesson today, I just want you to have fun drumming. So whether you choose one of the rhythms that we just learned or you just drum whatever, let's go ahead and turn on our favorite songs and do a little kitchen drumming together. Maybe you don't want to drum, maybe you want to dance while other people drum, whatever you want to do. I'm just going to turn on a silly song, and I've got my friend here. It's actually my daughter. She's my friend too. This is my Julie. Hi. Julie's going to help me do a little kitchen drumming, just do a fun silly song. You ready, Jules? Yeah. Alexa, play Tutti Frutti.
Tutti Frutti by Little Richard.
Here we go. Music. Have fun drumming. Ready? doing a little kitchen drumming with me today. I hope you had a lot of fun. Did you hear that? Okay, well, and I hope that you had a lot of fun, and I look forward to... Something's going on over there. I look forward to doing more at-home music lessons for you guys over the next several days, however long we are on our break. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Hello. Hello, my name is Dr. Fortune, and I am here to interrupt these at-home music lessons with the Mrs. S. And the singing and the dancing and the kitchen drumming, the noises, oh so loud. I'm here to interrupt with the loud noises of my own. Like this one. You may have heard it on today's video. In the background, that was me. I was interrupting some music lesson with the Mrs. S. This crazy person, Mrs. S. Shh. It was the trumpet that you heard, and it sounds like this. I interrupted, and I will interrupt as often as possible. Anything to stop her craziness.